Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense will take the first swing of the game. Early last year, this was a contender for game of the season. Back and forth, Pitt looked to be dead in the water and somehow found a way to come back. This backyard brawl never disappoints.
It was fantastic. I mean, it was back and forth, high scoring. Both teams got in the 30s, and Pitt needed to deliver late.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Keeps it on the bootleg. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Complete to start this drive. And they'll make this. And we are headed to the end of the first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Zings it complete to the right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's gonna have to throw for it. He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. And he gets to the line and spikes it very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, no backyard is safe when the Panthers and Mountaineers get together, and that's the case again today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between West Virginia and Pittsburgh plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. It's a running room. He's loose. He's at the 40, the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Under fire. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensive ball.
The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Short gain on the play before he slides. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Bringing the heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. Hail to Pitt as the Panthers extend their lead in the brawl.
And Pitt has completely seized momentum. Everything seems to be going their way, so West Virginia needs something to go right for them to slow this down.
They got to start throwing back. It's the backyard brawl. It's not. They got to do something about this and muck it up, dirty it up, make a play here in this second half to try to get back in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It was the first college football game ever broadcast on the radio, and across all manner of airwaves in this one, it is Pitt who emerges victorious in the backyard brawl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game.